After they scored, we had an off the line clearance by the guy who scored us. But
Bro, I saw that, man. They were willing
yeah,
to.
literally last game, they scored us the second goal. But some data like that, we did not expect. I don't think any realistic person expected us to win every single game. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Five Aside. It's your boy Chidalo. I'm here with Namdi today. Namdi, how far? How's your weekend been?
I do, man. It's okay, weekend. Man U drew, Haaland. You know, it's a good weekend.
Well, for me, an Arsenal fan, it's probably been not been the greatest weekend. I've definitely had much better weekends this season, but it's all right. We still move.
You feel like City's putting some press on your neck. I mean, 4 points though. 4 points gap going into the weekend, into the international break. That's not bad.
It's not bad, of course. If they gave me this before the start of the season, by the 11th game, you'd be 4 points ahead of City going into the international break. I would have beaten off their hands. But still, given the situation, the, we could have been if some results went our way. That's where the disappointment is. Because like if we beat Sunderland, it would have been nice. And if Liverpool won today or drew, that would have been a much better position, I would say. Of course.
I mean, all those things, those possibility of all of them happening. Liverpool, I feel like even for Liverpool, they will still have lost that game. They just didn't look up to speed.
Oh yeah, no, they were terrible. They were outplayed. But let's start with United's game actually instead. So that was the first game of the weekend.
They wanted to piss me off, man.
What wanted to piss you off?
United, like
Hmm.
Tottenham is not really. I mean, they're okay, but like that was even their best team. If they actually, and I saw it start somewhere like before the game, like if you are basing the league just on away form,
Mm-hmm.
home form, which is weird, Tottenham would have been like fourth from the bottom.
Yeah, they've been terrible. This is a new stadium since they moved in. I saw a crazy start where like they are about to match Arsenal in terms of losses in the home stadium, and Arsenal moved into the Emirates way back in like say 04, 05 or something like that. Wow, they literally just moved into a new stadium and they're about to lose as many games as we've lost in our entire time in how many
Oh
years?
wow,
Yeah.
that's okay.
That kind of shows how badly they've performed since they moved stadiums into
That, and it's like,
toilet bowl looking stadium.
I was saying, man, you should have won that game, but it's okay. Um,
I mean, Spurs has always been a tough place for you guys to go to.
fair, but man, they weren't even in full like power. Like they had a lot of Madison out, Kudus out. Who else? Like, bro, we should have won the game.
Now, you guys were actually playing really well. I think this when they made their subs that they took out Javi Simons, idea Bola, took out Javi Simons, put in a bunch of new other players, and this left winger, this guy had Ahmad on skates throughout that game.
Bro, that old rubber guy, man.
What's his name again?
I don't know how to.
Okay. Wait. I put it on the group chat.
Yeah, nah, like,
That guy was disturbing. Odobert, yeah, Odobert balled out.
exactly.
I think he had a hand in this thing, two of the goals. I think.
I mean, I don't blame Ahmad. Ahmad is no defender. It's okay. Um,
Richarlison should stop taking out his shirt because every time he takes out his shirt, you know that something bad will happen.
the biggest problem was Casemiro being gone. That's just it. When like they didn't score to Casemiro left,
Hmm.
Casemiro leaves. Our backup is Ugarte. Ah, God, I hate Ugarte. I can't wait for him to go. There's no, like, I see absolutely no reason why he should still be in Man U next.
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he had his worst game, Sha, but overall, I'll
bro,
just say,
he always is him, bro. I don't hear that. I don't hear that. He's definitely.
You
Like,
guys have a very very bad record in playing Tottenham away from home. 2-2, and I guess the fact you guys came back like you did, I would say that's a plus towards the mentality side. You guys,
yeah, I agree. I think that definitely helped a lot.
although I don't know if Man U has ever lacked for mentality or the potential. I feel like if you give them, if you allow them, they'll probably take
So
it.
this guy last season we wouldn't have done this, bro. We definitely
Leon,
had.
what about Leon?
Uh yeah, that's Europa. We had ginger in Europa. We have ginger in the Prem, bro. Last
Hmm.
season we won't have done this for sure. And then even that Leon too, still low key under Amorim. Like prior to Amorim, bro, comebacks few and far between. Surprise wins, but coming back, not really, bro.
So you feel like this was a bad result, or do you think would you take it as a good result? Did we lose Namdi? I think, yeah, we definitely lost Namdi.
Sorry, my shit glitched.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it was a bad result to be honest. Like realistically, I probably thought we would draw. Our away form is not the best, but we're getting draws, which is better than losses.
Mm.
For my prediction of us coming like top eight at the end of the season, this is kind of what I expect. So
Um,
it's still in line. Like we want, like I'm patient. I don't really think this team is going to be anything crazy. I think we'll do better for. I know we'll do better than last season, but
given how teams in and around that top nine keep falling over each other, don't you think you guys can be more ambitious?
nah, bro. Because
Top four.
the fact that top nine is even this close means season is not really clear. Shit is just happening. Like we need it to really like settle, and then it's like okay, where are teams really supposed to be? I feel like everybody's still kind of benefiting or not benefiting from like the way the fixtures are set up, like at the beginning of their season. Everybody hasn't played everybody yet, things like that. So I feel like okay, let me see what when it looks like okay. If you actually want to see where everybody like now you can't really predict how the season will go. Like so I can't really say anything. I know I still believe top eight for sure, but for now, as far as saying we are going to be in top six or top five, I don't even know who's really going to be in top six or top five as of right now. I mean, of course, Arsenal, City, Liverpool might not make it. We don't even know. Like,
I'll be surprised if Liverpool don't at least make top four. But honestly, as it's looking, you're right. The table is looking kind of interesting from second to ninth. It's very
yeah,
cool. One win can just um
top,
catapult you up to second at this point.
like,
Third.
when we're winning, we're second now. So, like,
Sunderland was second for a minute.
barring,
For a minute.
yeah, exactly, barring, winning the games and stuff, but like other teams not playing yet. But like, nah, I don't know. I need to wait till like January. I feel like January or after January, February really. Then I'll be like, okay, what are we really doing? Because
Where is far? I think after December, January, things should have shaped up. Not many
you know,
surprises
I
from there
feel
on.
like continue past the holidays, the way things are looking. Like the Premier League is very strong.
But I
I think
mean,
February because of the transfer window too. Let's see what people do during the transfer window. Hopefully, it might be active.
that's true. That's true. Maybe fair, but generally, do I feel like around January, you know what your target is. Are you going for top four? Are you going for the title? Are you going for maybe top six, or are you trying to consolidate your middle tier, mid table, or are you trying to survive relegation? I think around January,
I feel
your
like
goal will be clear.
we'll know that one early.
What do you say?
I feel like surviving relegation, you go know that one early.
You'll be shocked. I mean, running for Sunderland, there was a team called Hull City around 2008. They were actually better than they are right now in the league at this point. Ended up fighting relegation or probably even getting relegated. If I'm wrong, people comment and let me know. But I think they were around the relegation side towards come the end of the season. I don't know if
Nah,
they were actually relegated.
it's man, they are a good team.
Yeah, yeah, but people thought Hull City were at the time.
Nah, I'm sure
Strange,
some.
stranger things have happened.
Yeah, bro. They bought quality players that have experience.
Yeah, like, before we go to Sunderland, though, I
Hmm?
wanted to ask because you mentioned Tottenham. They have had a lot of injuries. Given that they've not been that terrible, they've actually been some. They've been to an extent consistent in their form so far this season. Them or Man U, who would you, who do you think is more likely to end up maybe top
Hi.
six?
Mm,
These are teams with very very similar situations last season and this season actually.
hmm. In a way, I think Thomas Frank is a manager than Amarim as of right now.
Because I think they've done fairly well
Yeah,
considering their injuries.
I'm saying, and then if you include maybe no injury issues, then I see them. Then I see. I think Tottenham, to be honest. Do they have an overall better squad?
Yeah, that's like it's arguable. I think you guys have a pretty
Yeah,
minus midfield. You
I,
guys have a pretty strong team.
I think the problem with it is just that.
They have a better midfield for sure. I think so.
Yeah, and I think the major problem with Amorim's system is the midfield, and we don't have the right players for me for even a starting 11 midfield, which is what we keep suffering from. Like even putting Bruno back, Bruno is our most creative player. He's playing in a further back position. Um, I'm not saying he's doing horribly there, but he's not doing amazing. Even that Tottenham game, he was shit. It was just okay. He will always have individual brilliance, so that's why you can't sub him off. Like he's the one that did the corner for the elite to equalize. So like technically,
The Leeds, the Leeds had a pretty solid season.
no, the elite is pretty.
I think he's coming good because I think he had a very very midi to poor start for you guys.
I don't think he had a poor start. So I think
I think midi to poor because he was not. I don't think he was that great. There were some
he
few very
wasn't
perfect
that
games.
is now for sure. But
Yeah,
I didn't think why did we buy him? This guy's trash.
yeah, I get.
Yeah, I didn't think that. I think that of Sesko.
Sesko,
Yeah,
Sesko had a poor game,
I know
but
that he's going to need some more time. Generally, I know that. So,
yeah, first,
but it's
first.
like damn, how we buying like every time. Past few years, all the strikers we've purchased have been for the future strikers. Like I don't need any guardian for the future striker. Give me somebody now. Like
Anyway, I, I think. Do you have any other thoughts on Manu? Should we move on? Cunha. What do you think about Cunha?
Cunha is mercurial. I just accept him like that. He's gonna have good games, he's gonna have bad games.
Yeah, Mbuemo has been amazing.
Yeah,
My bad.
Bemo
Shout out to Mbuemo has been amazing. Shout out to Mbuemo.
signing of the summer for sure. Him or Lamens, to be honest. And Lamens is not because Lamens is like extraordinary quality, but I think for the position that he's in, we were in such a shit position that him just doing the basics right has changed the dynamics of the whole team. Like his role extremely crucial to improving the whole team.
That's
But
fair.
best signing player is definitely Mbama.
Yeah, Mbuemo has been amazing. You can't even criticize Mbuemo at all
Yeah, you
at this
can't.
point.
Cunha, you figure it out. I don't really.
Yeah, Cunha is very hot and cold.
Yeah, and I think that's just who he is. I feel like a lot of Brazilians too usually end up being like that. It's just a thing there. So I was like, okay, that's fine. He might need more time to adjust, which is weird to say.
He's a prem player. Why would he need
I
time to
know that,
adjust?
but I mean, he might just need more time to adjust to the tactics and what's expected of him.
Okay. I think because I've watched him for Wolves a lot. There are games where he would have like, oh my gosh, this guy is very unstoppable. Like, how can you? How does he even have bad games? You think you have that thoughts, but in the next game, he barely have no impact. In fact, even within the same game, He'll be amazing for 5-10 minutes, and then he'll completely disappear for the next
Yeah.
20-50 minutes. But yeah, maybe his style of play maybe requires a lot of energy, so maybe he does tend to like gas out sometimes.
I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I mean, I can see some parts running from midfield with that ball, man. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah. So I can see that to an extent, but I don't think it's just an energy distribution issue. I think he's just, I think that's just who he is. I think it's like Bruno. Bruno,
Hmm.
as Bruno could have, Bruno is our most consistent creative outlet and is a quality player. But there are games where he will just be missing and not do anything. Like this Tottenham game, he was not relevant. He's just okay. Corner came, kicked the right, did the ball well, and he hits in Daly's head and he entered. So like,
I have come to appreciate the art of taking a corner.
no, I'm not against it. I'm not against that for sure. I'm just saying like,
He
I,
strikes the ball well, so
yeah. I mean, if I'm being real, and this was maybe a couple matches ago. I don't know if the stats have changed drastically, but of course, Arsenal is first set pieces, but Man U was like third, like
mm,
set pieces. So it's like I can't hate on that.
yeah.
Clearly,
Wherever you can get, I think it's a good time to move on to Arsenal. Wherever you get a goal, you appreciate it. This is one of the few games where I would say Arsenal were we are dominated set piece wise. We didn't score a single goal from a set piece, and we conceded from set piece, which is quite interesting.
yeah.
Sunderland are probably one of the few teams, maybe alongside Newcastle, that can probably match Arsenal physicality to physicality.
Mm,
They're a very, very strong outfit. Yep, because I think earlier on I realized that almost because we had a bunch of corners in the beginning of the game, and they were getting to the ball first. Normally, would even if we don't score, we usually an Arsenal head will probably touch the ball. You get me? Maybe Gabriel or something. But these guys had huge players as well, like competing with us, fighting, disrupting our play, not letting us string passes together, foul after foul after foul. I was getting very, very annoyed. I wonder the players out on the pitch, how they were feeling. But yeah, they were insane. They were definitely out for blood. I'm like, guy, this is not we're not fighting. You're not fighting Carthaginians or some. This is not some. This is not war. They literally came like you are out there to battle.
nah, no, and that's how I knew. Like when I that's is when we beat them. Is when I felt like okay, Man U might be serious.
Hmm.
Like I'm not saying serious to like go crazy, but serious enough that okay, my top eight is valid because like they are actually a very good team. Like
Yeah,
they're a very good team, and then the way that we handled that game, I was like okay, so like this,
especially at home.
yeah, all their goals, yeah, all their goals were mad.
Yeah, they are unbeaten at home for a long stretch of games now. They've not lost at home this season for
Oh,
starters.
hmm, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, they've not lost at home this season at all, and they've not even played schmucks as well. Yeah, you guys did a good job beating them. Even though I felt like they were very, very, they seemed very within themselves when they played you guys. They didn't play you guys the same way they played Chelsea in Stamford Bridge. Like
Yeah, fair.
they seem scared. Maybe it's aura. Why use aura kill them?
Out, man, lost our aura, man. We don't have aura anymore.
But
Yeah,
no, this that Ballard guy, and this is where you actually start to see the importance of a someone like Gyökeres. The fact that Ballard could leave his position and basically just saunter forward and go and score. You realize that like because if Gyökeres is there in that game, that doesn't happen.
are you sure?
Merino doesn't really Merino does not occupy the center backs as much as Gyökeres does.
Yeah,
But
fair.
he's a menace up front. Merino probably he will float, come into the middle, string passes together, basically just leave his position and find a way back there. But he's not the type to like stay in the box and keep hustling for everything and scrapping for everything with defenders. He's not that kind of player. So that's where I feel like he was missing. Defensively, I think Gyökeres makes us stronger, which is weird for a center forward. But I think he makes us a stronger defensive team, to be honest. Because even the last game he played without him, that's Slavia Prague.
Mm.
Bro, there are a lot of hairy moments within that game. And I could see that like guy, I don't think we're as defensively strong right now with this guy out of the team.
I mean, attack is the best form of defense now. Now what they say.
Yeah, yeah, but he starts. He's a hustler. I mean,
Because
Loki that might also be taken away from his goal scoring.
I mean, this. I think they said I saw somewhere in an interview where they talked to now Arteta before he signed Gyökeres. He asked him, "Are you okay having games where you're not scoring? Like having
Mm-hmm.
a run of games where you're not scoring and you're just, but you're still being useful to the team, you know?" And of course, I mean, he's there now, so I'm assuming his answer was yes. So, like, of course,
Oh, of
I
course.
think you guys always wanted a player that would offer more than just goals. I mean, of course,
Scoring,
we
yeah,
love goals, but are you okay if the goals don't come? You know,
yeah,
a
yeah.
lot
So
of
as
times,
long as you're,
once goals don't come, their sense starts to reduce.
yep, yep, we have an example of that later in this show. Right now, the fact that he's not there is a bigger loss than I thought he would be. Not really. Yeah, he's a bigger loss than I thought he would be. And not just that though, Odegaard as well. That midfield, especially that first half, they didn't have doesn't have as much dynamism as Odegaard has.
Yeah, for
He's
sure.
a bit. Yeah, he's not as he tried. Second half, he definitely improved, and you could see the moment he started leading the press and doing all of that. Our passing, our play became faster. Everything became quicker. We became a better team. But Odegaard can sustain that for longer stretches than Eze can. Yeah,
And
Odegaard can sustain that
that
for
why
longer
one
stretches
player is
than
better.
Eze can.
I mean, you signed him not to be. I mean, he's good, but he's not better than Odegaard.
Yeah, especially in that right 8 or 10 position. But second half, he definitely stepped up his game and improved a lot. But also, yeah, man. I guess maybe this might give teams like the info to the info on how to actually play Arsenal in a sense,
Or
being
how to
very
defend.
very
Yeah,
how to play
that's
against
the thing. You
Arsenal by
just play
being
a
very
couple
very
games
physical.
like that. Once you have a couple games like that, then it's like okay,
Yeah,
everybody go watch
but,
the game now.
but what I'm not worried though is that I don't think that there are many teams that are as physically strong as Sunderland or Newcastle.
Yeah, that's fair.
And this game, despite the fact that they did match us physically, we had a lot of chances to win. We got a lot of chances to actually score two more goals than we did, but we
Mm.
just didn't take them. We also Arsenal looked very exhausted too towards the end of the second half, and I wish Ateta made subs a bit earlier. But I'm thinking that, but also I looked at the bench. I saw Waneri, Dalman. In our team, I don't think I'll put Waneri or Dalman against a side as physically robust as Sunderland, who are ready to die on that field. I probably wouldn't put them. But so I get why he put Mosquera, a centre back, an extra centre back, and took off Eze, who were very tired. But I think instead of going for shutting up shop and like shutting down the defense,
I don't think he was
because
looking for shop. I think he was looking for less cross, maybe set piece, something go work.
yeah, but then we lost control. We lost control, so we're still having to defend more, and they were now the ones actually attacking towards the end of the game. Maybe that's fine because you could say we just have 3 minutes left or 4 minutes left that you can see off the game like that. But you can be unlucky, like we were unlucky, they end up scoring. So me, I mean, at the end of the FM is not real life. I feel like I'd have gone for more control. Maybe put someone like Skelly in the midfield and take out Eze so he can maybe enter that midfield and disrupt something. Xhaka was on a red card. Maybe Skelly would have done something and Xhaka would have been sent off, or and would have kept possession a bit more. I think at least keeping possession more and pegging them backward as opposed to inviting them. It's
Yeah,
like, but
fair.
what am I to criticize? We've done this many times and we've been successful this season. But I just think it's risky just inviting the opposition to come at you and cross and just depend on your defenders keep heading the ball away. That kind of ball like makes me very nervous. I rather my team defend by keeping possession and passing it around and not letting the other team attack us. Yeah, but I think his biggest issue was not having that many options on the bench, really, this time around. For all our depth, we seemed quite like threadbare to yes that Saturday. But anyway, the only good news is that after the international break, lots of our players are coming back. So from injury.
Oh, who's coming back?
Apparently Jesus, Havertz, Odegaard, Madueke, and a bunch of other names I saw coming back.
I mean,
I think like seven attackers are coming back.
this is not really relevant, man.
No, he can be useful if he gets back to his best. If he can get back to anything close to his best, he's not a starter, but he's someone
But
that can definitely cause havoc.
I mean, it's good to have on the
Huh?
bench. I can see that, and he might actually be healthy as staying on the bench.
Yeah, coming into close games, he's
Yeah,
if
like
he can
20,
still
30 minutes.
carry the ball as much as he used to. Maybe not in set piece, more like bringing chaos. He's a pretty good dribbler on his own day. Yeah, but another thing, yeah, that striker, what's his name? The Sunderland striker. I think it's Broby. Man, that guy was a menace. This guy stressed the heck out of Gabriel and Saliba more than any other striker I've seen this
Didn't
season.
didn't Bobby come from Ajax?
I think he's an Arsenal boy. Or is he Ballard? I don't. I think one of the two goal scorers actually came from Arsenal's academy.
Oh
He
wow.
might be Ballard actually.
And
Yeah,
now
I think Bobby is from Ajax. He might
when I
be.
not give him full contract.
Guy, Xhaka seemed like he had it. He tried. I mean, Xhaka is a good player, but he was trying too hard, in my opinion. He was trying too
Trying
hard, in my
too hard
opinion. But shout out to
for his
guy.
game. He's not supposed to try too hard. I beg you.
This man was trying too hard. I remember when I saw him like screaming at Merino when he fouled Merino. One instance in the game. I was like, "Yo, get out, man! Just get out." I'm very happy no Arsenal player went to go and shake him besides Hincapié after the game. Guy acting like a dickhead.
I beg.
Um, this dude Rice had a very good game.
Yeah, I
Arguably
saw
man of
that.
the match. Trossard did well too. No, maybe not as well in the first half, but he definitely became better in the second half and scored a mad goal for his efforts.
Now watching
Saka was okay.
and Matt Goal is like this. He's like he's not as bad as Darwin Nunes. Because Nunes was crazy. Only spectacular goals he will score. Regular chance he will miss, but Trossard, I don't know why. I felt like when you guys signed Trossard, I always thought he would take Martinelli's shirt, but there's something about him that's just not letting him get to the levels that I feel like he can get to.
I think maybe his defensive contributions can be leaves a lot to be desired sometimes. I think Martinelli gives you more. Like if he's not scoring, he's giving you more like defensively as well. Trossard does not have the athleticism that Martinelli has. And for the system we play that requires a lot of pressing and hard work, Martinelli definitely has an edge. Yeah, Trossard can be a bit, even though he can be a pest, but he's a bit lightweight. Yeah, someone who surprises me in terms of that, I thought he was a lot more lightweight than he actually is Zubimendi. Zubimendi seems like looks like he can hold his own in the Premier League.
No, he can. Uh,
Yeah,
I feel
saying
like
that
I
Uncle.
watched him play for Spain, and he just seems
Mhm.
rugged. Like
Yeah, he's very
he's like one of
rugged.
those street boys. That's the vibe that he gives me. So I can definitely see him doing. I don't see him like struggling in the prem. I didn't see him. I didn't expect him to struggle in the prem, and clearly he's not struggling. He's doing pretty well. I feel like all your signings
Anyway,
take time to like adapt. I mean, the only one maybe you say is maybe what's his name, Yokeres. As far as like goal scoring, but as far as like adapting, he still does well. He does all the other things well.
mhm.
So we'll see. We'll see. Well, that's the thing. His goal scoring, I think his goal scoring will still definitely improve. He don't score like 50 plus goals. Just a matter of time. But he does everything else right.
Yeah,
So
as long as we win games, I don't care who scores the goals. Anyway, I think Sunderland, Sunderland, they came with the intensity, they came with the energy, and that was a well deserved draw. That was a
yeah.
deserving draw, at least for their efforts. Maybe not in terms of chances, but they really worked hard for that draw. Arsenal, on the other hand, hopefully this is not the result that comes to haunt us in April. That's what I'm hoping.
Nah, I don't
Hopefully
think.
that's not the case. But maybe to an extent we're a bit unlucky. Uh,
But
I feel like the team
bar,
was
yeah.
tiring a bit. Hmm?
I said the Zubimendi's bar, yeah.
Yeah, and even after the score, we had an off the line clearance by the guy who scored us, Ballard.
Oh, bro, I saw that, man. They are willing
Yeah,
to.
literally last minute of the game. Could have actually scored immediately they scored us the second goal. But some data like that, we did not expect. I don't think any realistic person expected us to. win every single game. So this happens as long as we pick ourselves back up and keep going on these kind of runs, we'll be fine. And also, we're having a lot of players come back after the international break. So, like I said earlier in this call, if you give me the same position before the season started,
Yeah.
I'll definitely take it. Yeah. But anyway, of
No rest. They could not let you guys just win and go.
course, I'm surprised at the result, but I'm not surprised at how difficult the game was. Yeah.
I'm talking about the
Was
City Liverpool.
was it Liverpool?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Do you talk about Chelsea was first or City Liverpool? Or you want to go straight to City versus Liverpool?
Which one? Chelsea Wolves.
So there's not much to say. I'm pretty sure I had Jao Pedro on my FPL just because they are playing Wolves.
I mean, yeah, they dominated Wolves easy, man. I wasn't even. It wasn't really. I won't say in my own eyes was a competitive game, to be honest. So
After the first half ended 0-0, I was like, can I hope that an upset will happen? The second I got notification that this guy has scored, uh, I was like, I mean, well,
yeah, it was
do I even
coming.
need to watch this game?
Yeah, it was coming. They were pressing. The way they were pressing their head. Yeah, it didn't even make sense, to be honest. So many chances, and then Wolves also looked like they were not serious as a team. I don't even know, like the passes were just sloppy. They were getting cut out in different positions. Yeah, it didn't even feel like it was a game they were really up for, to be honest.
Bro, this man them have won 0 games this season so far. They might be the team shortest for relegation at this point in time in the season. To be honest,
They've not,
if something doesn't change quickly. Hmm?
they've not won any game this season.
Nope. And they've drawn only two. So the rest are losses. Eh?
Have they changed manager?
I don't think they've changed manager yet. So they might have. I'll be very surprised. They haven't.
They haven't changed manager. That's crazy work.
Wait, they might have. Let me see. Yeah, yeah. So they say Rob Edwards set to be appointed Wolves head coach soon. So
Okay,
yeah,
because they
they're changing manager.
need help. If you haven't won Premier League game by now, you are definitely going for
Yeah, they are sacking. Yes,
relegation.
they sacked Vitor Pereira. But let's see if that changes anything. Maybe new manager bounce. But hopefully that does not happen. Hopefully, I feel like this at the point we play them. That's why I don't have any time for any kind of a
Don't see that. I don't see
rubbish new manager bounce.
that now, bro. Bro, they look so poor.
It doesn't
They look so poor. Uh, I hope we face them soon. Maybe just use that one, chop some points.
get to your free 3 points.
Yeah, like it was really, bro. The way Chelsea dominated them, it didn't even make sense. I was just like, what the hell is
Yeah,
this?
Esteval. Oh, yo, Ganacho was on something. Ganacho seems to have really settled well with Chelsea.
Yeah,
I think he gave 2 assists. Yeah, I saw his cross to Augusto was on the
that,
money.
that one was pinpoint, like directly on his head.
Ping
Just
pong.
went straight. So, I mean, I'm
That
happy for.
was that was a high quality cross.
I mean, like I'm happy. Let's. I like that. Let Man, you let them do well at their other clubs, just not against us.
Yeah, I didn't I heard he was fast, but there's certain games I saw him play for Man U. Like, is this guy really fast? He has a very his
I
pace is
don't.
not pacing, like it's not.
I mean,
But against Wolves, he looked very fast.
yeah, but I don't think it's fast, bro. I don't know how he does it, but I don't know. I don't really. I watched him so many times. I never really got speed demon from him. So
Which of the goals where he burnt one of the Wolves defenders for pace? I'm like, are you serious?
yeah,
I
but
think
that
the one that this guy I
timing
gave a nice cross that kind of deflected.
timing
What
of
do
the
you say?
game is into a factor there at that point. And honestly, like I said, Wolves have been so shit, bro. Like, like I'm using this to rate how well he's doing. I mean, I think he's doing okay. For them. I mean, they spent 40 million. It's not like they spent a crazy amount on him. So
Yeah, he's doing well so far. Anyway, see, there's not much to say about Chelsea's game. Honestly, I don't think we learned anything new about Chelsea or new
yeah,
about Wolves in that game.
I just going to
So we
look.
can just move on. We can move on to Manchester City versus Liverpool.
Sure they thought. I'm sure
Um,
third
I will lie.
penalty. I'm sure they thought today is a day.
Guy, no, which penalty? The one City got?
Yeah, I'm sure after they missed, Haaland missed it. Liverpool must have been thinking today is a day.
Arsenal were thinking today was there. I was thinking today was my day when City missed the penalty. Bro, probably this is the first time I've rooted for Liverpool in a long time. I can't, bro. When Haaland missed that penalty, I felt that penalty was low key shady, but like let's leave
Nah,
that one.
nah, legit
When Haaland
penalty.
missed that, when Haaland missed that, I was like, yes, because I was praying for a draw. I was praying for a draw, or at worst, Liverpool win.
Fair.
But as the gods of football can be, they can be quite cruel on Chidalo sometimes, and
So
they made sure City won, and they won handsomely.
yeah, I
But
mean,
also that that cancelled goal, yeah, I felt that was very sketchy, man. See, this is why I love City, I love Guardiola, but sometimes I just find it hard to really appreciate their greatness and his greatness when they be getting calls like that. It's so annoying, man. It's really so
No,
annoying.
it's not
Can't
his
lie.
fault. I mean, this person should have it's not a penalty, it's not it should have been a goal. But I don't think it would have changed the dynamics of the game, man.
No, 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 no. It wouldn't. First of all, out of that, running that defenders are just causing havoc and missing chances. But Gapu always causes some kind of trouble, except it's not the case.
Do you know why?
Why?
They spent 115 million pounds on words. He must play ball. That's just the super short truth. Egetike is phenomenal. Like, he's doing his thing. Leave him there. Like, go and do his thing. Leave him there.
I think
Salah
I think
is Mohamed Salah. Leave
I
him there.
think that's this the same reasons you said so was like leave him there, bro. Gakpo, you should leave him there. Gakpo has
No, I agree.
been one of their,
But
you know,
who would they take out? They're not
I
taking
mean,
out 150
why are
million
you're
pounds.
playing against you're playing against City that has been on a roll, and you're not putting your best team out there regardless of how much money you spent on the players. Like, come on.
That's how should be every game should be. You should always put out your best players. But
No,
if you told the board, come and spend the 150 million pounds on this player, I need him.
yo, Salah. If I was him, I would be playing Salah in the easier games. I know he can do special
You would bench Salah.
for a game like this. This
You
this
would
this,
bench
this
Mohamed
kind of
Salah in
game,
a game like this.
yes, because so far he's shown this season
And
in
then
this
no, no,
high.
wait. You will leave
Mhm.
Florian Wirtz on the pitch and bench Mohamed Salah. Ha ha.
Last game, I think West played pretty well actually. And guess who still played rubbish?
Bench.
Salah. For all the
Salah was
for
not
all the
poor this game though.
No, he was pretty poor. He was pretty almost non-existent. How many times did he
No,
even
I
complete his
mean
take ons?
the cross was that was the superior goal was enough from Salah. There's a chance that he had. That one was really close. He should have scored it. Unfortunately, he just barely missed it. I
I
would say
don't
that
I
was
don't
a
think
poor.
See, I know Wirtz was poor, but Salah has been poor for a long time. And I actually think Salah has been poorer than Wirtz overall. Even I think Wirtz does get more criticism just because of how much money was spent on
But
him.
Salah has things to defend why he should still be on that team. He's
Yes.
done more than
Yes.
enough.
I
West
think
has not done anything.
I think
Like,
play Salah most of the games. But a game like this where bro, because honestly, Salah
think
usually plays
about think
let me
about
tell you
his
something.
confidence.
Salah usually plays rubbish, but he then does something special. But in a game like this, you cannot depend on that 1 in a million chance that he will do something special. And he's not giving those numbers again. Normally, I'll keep him
But
on the pitch because he's giving
literally,
30
the
goals.
person that has scored the most goals against City is Mohamed Salah.
He's not doing that
Like under
anymore.
Pep Guardiola.
He's not
Bro,
doing that anymore.
it's not anymore. It's just this season, bro. You
Yeah,
don't, and that's the thing.
and
You
we're in this
don't know.
season.
Yeah, but you don't know when it can click for Salah. Like that's the thing. Salah, you have to go the whole season to be like, nah, Salah is not that nigga anymore, or 2 seasons really to be like, oh, he's not that.
That's a fair
Like
point. That's a fair
anything,
point. That
if if he scored this game, his whole trajectory can click, and then boom, you
we
have the
we
Mohamed
said that
Salah
when
that you have.
we said that when he scored in the Champions League. Okay, yes, this might be it for Salah. Like he might be coming back. But he has gone a couple of games now where he's still giving very, very. Even with the games he scores, honestly, man, his performance generally are always quite poor for a while
I
now.
mean, but even last season, his performance was still poor, and he was still scoring goals.
No, I actually think he was
So
better first half of the season. I think he became poor after they signed contracts. See, at, at least with Gakpo is giving you a lot of contribution defensively.
yeah,
Maybe he's
that's the
playing well or not.
thing.
Yeah, maybe okay, maybe if you like play
Salah is
Salah,
not the one.
if you like
It's
play Salah,
Wirtz that should
but
be
where
benched,
would you
bro.
play Wirtz
It's Wirtz should be
over
on that
Gakpo?
bench. Wirtz should not have been playing about Gakpo. If
Honestly,
I'm being real, eh,
if it's me this game, I might actually have benched Salah because I know
that's
Man City,
crazy work, bro.
Man City will stress. Man City play against Man City in Etihad. You need everyone to be defensively turned on 100%. You cannot have any passengers, and Salah was a passenger defensively.
Yeah.
For this specific game,
Yeah.
I'd have bench Salah. Most games I'll bench for it, but this game, I'd have bench Salah. So Doku, Doku. This is one of those kind of performances that like you think that you always refer to like yeah Doku had that performance like this was a one of one like he was a serious yeah, I say in the group chat if anybody tell Conor Bradley that Vinicius is better than Doku they can he will slap you
Yeah, it's not even possible, man.
after the kind of lockdown performance he had against
Against,
Vinicius. I'm
yeah,
sure that's what earned him this starting position in this game today.
for sure.
For you to be dragged around like like a thief.
Doku was just a man. And that's the thing. Like, I feel like, and I feel like I'm starting to notice that Pep is becoming a little more freer in his ideologies and how he plays.
Yeah,
Because people are in the beginning when they were coming, they're like, you will kill Doku's dribbling, or you will do this, you will do that. But Doku is far from robotic. Like Doku still does his thing and makes his impacts.
yeah, he was
So
popping up everywhere. He was popping up on the left. He was popping up centrally. He was doing things on his usual left wing. This is what West was supposed to be doing for Liverpool. Literally, this guy. I didn't even think Doku had that to his game. I remember the pass he gave to Foden. That was the best part of the game. Like he could slow the game down. Take a mad pass. He could take his man on. He could. He even showed he could score. I didn't think he had that one in him. Like he scored today, even
yeah,
though I still want to improve
that
that.
shot was.
He,
But I think
he
that shot
was.
might also have been shot of confidence. When you
Yeah, I
get
think that's what it
confidence,
was.
die.
I think that's what it
I,
was. He was like, no, because he tried it earlier when he took on I think was it Robertson and this guy Gravenberch and kind of went in between them with that his
mm,
sideways move, sideways dribble. Wow, entered and like tried the first shot and he was straight at the keeper. Not long after that, he did this maybe more centrally, but a similar move using that his shifty move and called one to the top corner. That was definitely a shot of confidence.
yeah,
I don't know if I'm going to
he was
expect him
feeling
to.
himself during this game for sure. I mean,
Yeah,
what do you expect, sir?
this is probably one of the best individual performances I've seen this season so far by one player. Even though he
Yeah,
scored one goal, but it was crazy. Like this was definitely not a. I guess it's showing us that he's not a Haaland team.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
here as well.
Haaland still did what he needed to do. He still scored the first goal. I feel like that also
Do you think
helps
that
to
goal was
give.
lucky-ish? Actually, no, it was not lucky.
Mm-mm.
I think he expected this guy to actually get his head on it, but he did what his striker is supposed to do. He still jumps anyway.
Still
But many
go,
strikers
yeah.
will like, yeah, this defender will get the ball. But that guy messed up. Who was it? I don't know. I don't remember who was the defender.
It was this guy now, Konate. He stayed with Konate the whole game. If you notice, he stayed on Konate's side the whole game. He just left Virgil to be doing his thing. He definitely, I don't know if it was instructions or if he chose it himself, but yeah, he was definitely on Konate the whole game.
Van Dijk and Konate are not are having a nightmarish season so far. I'm not even at this point. It's competition. Who's worse? Is it Kekers? Is it Konate? Is it Van
Nah,
Dijk? Is it the one that dragging? The one that Doku is dragging? To be fair, that this is probably his first ball game so far. Bradley. He's not
yeah,
really
I
a starter.
mean, And I wouldn't even say it's really a poor game. He just met someone who was just superior.
Beast mode.
Like
Son
that
Goku.
just like it just happens. Like I think sometimes I don't blame players in those kind of situations. And then it's easier to blame a defender because most of the time if you're one on one, it's very easy to pinpoint. But sometimes the player is just in beast mode, man. It's very tough to
Yeah,
like
he was
lock
one
the
on
person up.
one, 2v2, 1v2, eating up every. This is when I was just called in the IA the Premier League. This guy, don't come and have something to say about that. I can't lie.
Of course, he has something to say about that. So.
Look, my definitely has something to say about that. This guy went Super Saiyan today.
And this is his first goal of the season. Yeah, he was just having a good game. It just happens. Some days are just like that. But yeah, Doku is still a good impact player for sure. And I think I like the way City is playing. I think there's still some things that need to be worked out defensively, to be honest.
Nico Riley has Salah in his pocket today. Maybe that might not be the hardest
Yes,
job in the world these days.
yeah. He- True, sha. Like there was one time I saw Salah try to like do one dribble. Nico Riley just come on, yeah, just collected the ball. I was like, yeah, Salah is done, man. Yeah, he really
Yeah,
pocketed
it took my boy's shirt though in England. I'm not very happy about that, but I mean,
Skelly.
yeah, Tuchel said that Sally needs to play more games. I was like, you dumbass, what do you mean? He's playing some games already. Like,
I
come on.
mean, he needs to play more now. Like, there's no way he's going to carry. Like, Skelly is not the kind of player that he has cemented his name in England. That is like, oh, we can't bench him if you're not playing.
Uh, anyway, let's continue with this one for now. This is the competition for Thursday International Week, but
Fair, fair.
yeah, with Nicolani definitely pocketed Salah, easy money. This guy, Nunes had a very very good game. I guess it's not like he faced the toughest competition these days in words, but he had a good game as well. And Nunes is not even really a defender. I definitely still think this City team can be got at. I just think Sloss did not do a good tactical job, in my opinion. I don't think he picked his personnel well because
Tactical job. I mean,
they didn't
besides
try.
Gakpo, who else should they have put in? To be
Right.
honest, Slot is on fraud alert. So
First, but Gakpo is a big one. He could have should have played that game at least get at O'Reilly.
what I'm saying is just Gakpo. Like to me personally, right now, Slot is on fraud alert. Like watch out. Like Liverpool didn't make any signing fair
They broke the record
last
two times this
season,
season.
bro. I mean,
They
Isak will
broke
still
the
come
record two
good.
times.
There's no way Isak won't come good. Words might
I
come
didn't I
good.
didn't I didn't think West would struggle down. I still think he'll come good eventually. Is Isak I worry about more because Ekitike might not let that's starting bet go that quickly.
No, I don't think he'll let you go. But like, if Isak even starts to look anything remotely like what he looked at in Newcastle, and you have that coming off your bench, ah, that's crazy depth. So you still
I
be
mean,
okay.
as a striker, don't you think you need consistent games at least to get some kind of form? If Yeah, I think if Isak gets his hand on the first team shirt and like actually starting as a striker, eventually he'll come good for sure. But the issue with that is that if Ekitike is actually playing well, even though I don't think Ekitike had a good game, he was pretty much
Yeah, he was
like
just there.
absent. So if he starts struggling and Isak comes in and starts scoring, of course, then Ekitike is the one you have to worry about. But I mean, maybe they can play together. Maybe they can go back to 4-4-2.
Hmm.
But I feel like the god of football is not allowing 4-4-2 come back in vogue.
Bro, it's annoying me actually. I don't know. I don't know why it's not happening, but it's okay. It'd be
Yeah,
nice to see
this
4-4-2. I haven't seen two strikers in a very long time.
long time, except maybe Inter Milan.
Yeah.
Well, we don't watch that. I don't watch that much these days. But you guys hear me say that I still watch. I still love my Serie A. But do you think? Do you think City is reestablishing that, that Premier? Do you think they're back to the old City?
Come on, they need a Premier League to prove they're back to the old city.
Mm.
That's just
I
what
mean,
it is.
like I said before, I still think they can be gotten at, especially defensively. It just irks me that Liverpool didn't test them enough, especially down the flanks, because I don't think they have the best, especially Martin Nunez. That's why I was so frustrated Gakpo didn't start. Like, I think he could have been gotten at more. But
No,
anyway,
I think Liverpool. I think they're not still. I mean, they're still missing Rodri.
this
You
guy was
know,
great. Nico Gonzalez was great today.
yeah, he's yeah. I mean, I'm
He's
not
been
saying
doing
he's
well.
not good. He's been playing well, but at the end of the day, he's not a Ballon d'Or winner. Like
Well,
there are
that's fair.
levels. There are levels to this shit. So it's different. Um, I don't know if Roger will even ever even come back to the same player he was, with these injuries that he's been having. But yeah, Liverpool, I still see like they don't look unbeatable. They still look like something can still happen. The team that really looks unbeatable is still Arsenal, to be honest. So that's why I say have you guys as first. I mean, what do I think will happen? I'll still support my team City, but realistically, based on from how everything is going, I would say Arsenal. I'm hesitant to wait till I want to wait till February. Let me see what February is looking like before I start making that kind of like serious prediction of who I'm really behind. Because January will come now. You might get a good reinforcement that could change the trajectory of your season. I'm hoping that happens for Man. So we'll see.
Yeah. Anyway, that's fair. I do you think anyway, I want to say something. Have you noticed how they still pass pretty well? Like they'll still create the triangles and give you some nice tiki taka football once in a while. But I see City like try to take advantage of transition situations a lot more often than usual.
And
Like
that's
for the
it. That
past
Pep is adapting.
Yeah, for the past couple of games, like they've not really had. It's been a while since I've seen them have their usual kind of like possession stats after a game. These days it'll be
I don't even think
about
Pep
50
does
percent, 50% ish.
I don't think Pep still focuses on. I think after last season, after all those
Yeah,
losses, I think that's when Pep started to change his style. I think he said, "Fuck all this possession shit. Let's just focus on winning games." And I think he became more
yeah,
flexible. Like tactically now, you
yeah.
see he's way more flexible. That his whole ideology of maybe pass 100 times before we shoot this ball.
Yeah, it looks like a distance memory right now.
Yeah, I
Like the
think
way they play, I
they
see teams outpossess them now,
He
like
broke
more
him
often
down
than.
mentally. That last season definitely broke him down mentally. Like, like he literally. I feel like he really went through like that was a strong time in his career, and you're just like,
Yeah,
yeah, they don't do all those things now. And then also with these new boys playing, I don't even think. I think for them to even get to that kind of thing, it would take years of playing together to get to that level of chemistry. There are so many new players in the team. That have played each other for less
also,
than a year or two.
also maybe this is just tactics tweaked to suit their current best player in Haaland. Could also be
Yeah, I
that.
think so. I think so. I mean, but they've had Haaland since, so I don't think he's just. I feel like he could have done it before this game, like before this season or before
Yeah,
last. Like Salah has been there for well, this is what
third
fourth
season.
year, fourth season. Is this his third?
I
No,
think
I
it's
don't.
maybe his third. Wait, yeah, I think it's his
No,
third. Is he his fourth? Has he been here that long?
uh, I don't know. I need to look it up for me. I beg. Well, yeah, I think. Yeah, but I mean, it's true. So I think this was his 90 something goal in the Premier League.
He
Near
scored
one
his
more to
100 goal
get,
today.
or that is
Oh,
100
yeah,
goal.
one more to get to 100.
Yeah, near
He
one
needed
more
one
to
more to
get
get
to
to.
100. Yeah, near one more to get to
Yeah,
100.
and
So,
this was Pep's 1,000th game with I think 70 something, like 70 or 71
yeah, 77% winning
winning
percentage,
winning
bro.
ratio. That's on some football manager shit.
For real. Well, if you play football manager without restarting, it's even better than that. Nah, Pep is the
I'm
goat,
telling
man.
you. And it was actually higher. I think it was probably was 77 or so before last season. Last
Yeah,
season
for
just
sure.
eight away from that his crazy percentage. Like
That's why mentally he was clawing his head now. He did not believe
but
what
he's
was
still over
going
70%.
on.
That's still crazy. I think he's the first by a good distance,
Oh yeah, for sure.
except lucky me in my under 12. I've won 4 out of 5. I mean, I might be the greatest too.
Get to 1,000 games first, and then we'll see. 1,000 on that 12 games first. Manage that one.
Bro, in my FM, I'm like 86%. But don't ask me how many games I restart. But anyway, though. Anyway, bro, I would have preferred Liverpool to be the team behind Arsenal, man. The fact that City is behind us is kind of
I don't
uncomfortable.
trust. I don't
We'll
think
see.
Liverpool's mount a serious challenge this season. I don't see it happening.
So do you
Except
think they're out of
like,
the title race?
I mean, they have the players to do it. That's just it. Like Isak could always like he's a Premier League proven player. Like I feel like yes, he's having issues and injuries, but like I feel like it could
I don't
just
think their
click
problem is in attack.
overnight.
I don't think their problem is in Insta clicking or not clicking. I don't even think their problem is in attack. They've conceded a ridiculous amount of goals. And I don't see that changing. That's the issue.
I agree. I agree.
But that Insta click or doesn't click. I
But that's
think
the
as long
thing.
as they keep
But last
it.
season, did they concede a lot of goals too? It's just they always
Nope, not
outscored.
really. Actually, not really. Now they've considered like they broke a record for being the first team to win Premier League to concede to something plus goals after 11 games.
30 plus
They were
is
not
just
like
disgrace, for the Premier League
it's
champion.
crazy. They are conceding a ridiculous amount of goals.
How
Where
many goals have you guys
they are
conceded
scoring.
yourselves?
It went from 3 to 5 real quick. Oh. We went from being likely to break Chelsea's record to 5 goals 11. It's not looking nice again.
I mean, level is not
And it's not
bad.
bad. It's actually not bad.
It's not
But
even bad at all in any way.
we hadn't
Man,
considered it
you,
for a while. Just
bro,
concede stuff
11.
like this.
Even if you lost all the games, like not of course not for your level, but like if a team lost all the games and each let's say you spread out the one goal, they lost 1-0 for 5 games and they won the other six, they would be maybe like second or third right now. 5 goals is good though.
Yeah.
5 goals is crazy.
No, I mean defensively we've been the best in probably in Europe. But yeah, because those 2 goals were quite. First of all, the first shot on target ending up in the post. I'm like, guy, this is why you don't work from home sometimes. That's a very good argument for people that clamoring for working from home. Because maybe he was not ready for the goal, Raya. Because he's not been he's
Yeah,
not
okay.
had to do anything for a couple of games. I know his
That's
that second goal was he was kind of out of his line, but I don't really blame him to be honest. It happens.
yeah. I
It
mean,
happens.
I can't blame Ryan, man. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. He just doesn't. I can see in the actor that he barely gets even shots on target. So like people against him. Well, I mean, I'm sure he still practices, he still trains, and he's one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League, so he should be okay. Who do you think is
Of
better,
course.
Raya
Oh,
or Donnarumma?
I'll take Rai over Donnarumma overall, just because of besides him being a great shot stopper, he adds a lot to our build-up play. This guy can find even Trossard. Like his ball playing ability is one of the best in Europe,
Okay,
and his
fair.
shot stopping ability is not as good as Donnarumma's own, but it's not far off. So yeah, he's very confident. Even like despite being short, crosses into the box. He didn't do a good job last game, but generally, he,
Yeah, I mean, generally,
generally
you don't have that problem.
he handles it very well. Yeah, Donnarumma is probably arguably one of the best shot stoppers. Maybe just second to Courtois.
So, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think Raya is top 5 or top 5, maybe even top 3 safe. But he's definitely up there, at least statistically, with the amount of clean sheets, whether by his power alone or not. But
But if that statistically, are you judging by clean sheet or by shot saved? Because really, if you
but
shot save,
they didn't go every season.
Golden Glove don't
Doesn't
mean
have to do much.
anything, bro. Your defense is on
I
fucking luck,
beg you.
bro. If they don't shoot the ball at
Before
me,
before
see me, if I keep for Arsenal,
before he
let me
joined
know,
us,
I'll be top
yeah.
five keepers in the league.
Before he joined us, though, I think he had a very high save percentage ratio as well. Probably the highest in the Premier League this season before he joined us in Brentford. At least that's where he was getting enough numbers to calculate. Because
Fair
if you're an Arsenal, you're not saving that many shots. The shots you're probably saving, maybe they cut us on in counter. So it's a very high percentage this thing
chance, yeah.
chance. That's the unfortunate thing. If you're playing the way we do, like having a very high line, a lot of time, maybe the few times that teams will get chances, they will be like great ass chances. So
Yeah, you can't just create based on luck for against Arsenal, to be honest.
yeah, but luckily our defense is very, very astute. Anyway, though, do you have any takes, anything you want to talk about? I think we are done with
Yeah,
this
I mean,
agenda for today.
I'm not looking forward to watching Norway.
Norway. Looking forward to Nigeria. Guy, we are our World Cup hopes.
It's fake hope.
Yeah, we are playing against Gabon, and apparently the referees are from South Africa and one other country that's on amongst our ops. That's crazy.
That's what I was saying. Why do we even have issues like this? That should not even be an issue. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, if we ball
But
out, if you ball out, it does really matter actually.
I
If we
beg, I
actually
don't
ball
trust
out,
Nigeria. I beg. I'm not this one. They're not reliable, man.
we should be Gabon though. As long as we can, I think if we get through the African knockouts or whatever, the we are going to play someone like Panama, a
Hmm.
country slower than us. So, be done. But yeah, one more mention before we go. I did watch. I know you watched La Liga. I saw that Madrid dropped points, no goals. They've gone 2 games now without scoring. All of a sudden, the team that was scoring like Kenya, would I say Liverpool don't do them something, but they've not scored. They just scored today. They didn't score against Liverpool. Mbappe,
I haven't seen their games, but I don't know. Madrid does give me a bunch of inconsistent players.
I think they have good players. It's just
Of course, they have
maybe
good players. It's Madrid now.
maybe just of them about them being a team. I don't know, but
Yeah.
luckily enough, they are competing with Barcelona that basically
Also,
chooses to ignore the basics.
their
They
highline
just
is
today was
crazy.
they played against I think Celta de Vigo today. It was 4-2. Crazy game. First half ended 3-2 favor of Barcelona, but second half De Jong had a crazy game. I think it was like, you know what, this craziness has to stop. Like the way the guy was even tracking back, trying not to try to move the line back. I was like, yeah, this guy, he had a crazy game. Both half actually. To me, I had a 10/10 performance. Just like
It would have been nice if
Lewandowski
you
scored a
had the
hat trick.
young man. But okay,
Lewa
so
scored a hat trick,
you almost got a hat trick.
or if not, no, Lewa scored a hat trick.
Or
So
Lewa.
he got the man of the match. Yeah, Lewa scored a hat trick. He got the man of the match. But if it's me, I'd have given that man of the match to De Jong, despite the fact he got a red card. But he was the best player on the pitch by far.
You can't do that. You can't have somebody score a hat trick and then you get a record and you give the player that got the record.
No, of course not. But nah, De Jong had a very good game. The red card was, in my opinion, was undeserved. I don't think he deserved. If you watch the foul, you see what I'm talking about. That was not nice. It was second yellow. Wait, it was a second yellow, but I think my mic is off. What the hell?
Now they hear you.
Okay, yeah, it was a second yellow, but the that should it's not every foul is not a yellow, and that referee was terrible today. And Yamal scored a nice goal. Rashford had a pretty good game as well, give an assist. So I think at least in terms of Barca's attack, things are starting to click, especially the fact that Lewandowski is back.
Yeah, I think so. But
And
I
Rashford,
heard they are trying to let him go this after this season. I mean, of course, his salary is crazy, so it makes sense.
they do have Rafinha, sir. That's not a nice person to come in when he comes back from injury. That's not a
Yeah.
bad person to come in because I
You
know he's
think they'll
injured right
sign?
now.
I think they should try and sign Osimhen. See, they're already paying crazy wages, much as well. Osimhen will be cheaper than Lewandowski and probably get them about the same amount of goals.
Osimhen definitely top three, top four strikers in the world right now.
For sure.
He's insane. and he doesn't seem to be letting up. Hopefully, he helps us qualify for the World Cup. He deserves to be at the World Cup, and hopefully, someone like Barcelona signed him. Osimhen is someone that I love my Gyökeres, but if we had him, damn, because he also gives you a
Yeah,
similar level of pressing and energy and intensity in games.
but with more goals.
Then that's funny, especially since Gyökeres had the most goals in the world last season.
Yeah, but I feel like Osimhen, I feel like he's just done it in higher leagues, and he's just like
So
he
Osimhen
just he just and he's done it
is there.
consistently. So it's like I would put my money more on Osimhen than Gyökeres from last season.
Yeah, Osimhen just
But
gives you that kind of unstoppable vibe. Like I don't think he would struggle against few defenders because he's a grafter. His technique is not too shabby. He has he has legs on him. Like yeah, he will score goals always. But anyway, though, it was a nice episode. Namdi, it was nice talking to you today.
please
Let's
subscribe.
reconvene on Thursday. Yeah, make sure you subscribe, like, follow all our social media pages. Thanks.
Please.